all right, we are alive. There's always that moment right before where like you have to do like this. Otherwise, I don't know if you scroll through my feed, Christine, but like every video where like if you scroll through and you see all my lives, I'm like this at the very beginning because Facebook will capture you right before like you start talking.
Oh,
So
great. That's
yeah,
awesome.
I know it's lovely, right? Hi everyone. Happy maybe even more so I should say happy 8 of Spades day. So I am here with my friend, Miss Queen Christine. She she embodies the Queen of Hearts energy. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But one thing that I'm thinking about doing here on my personal page is coming live on Fridays. And I'm thinking about it. I'm not fully committed to it just yet. It's just a thought right now. But it's my intention as of now to come on Fridays and do some card pulls, right? And the way that we do card pulls, Christine is an advanced quantum numerology student like me. We are both quantum numerologists. But when we get into like when we get into the advanced work, we're talking about literal cards, right? We're literally pulling cards. So, the tarot, I guess the tarot and the oracle, if they had a baby, it would be the tarot. So the tarot, the oracle, all babies technically, right, came from these cards, these four suits and the numbers that all have a specific meaning. So maybe I'm giving it away a little bit as far as Miss Queen Christine embodies the Queen of Hearts, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. Maybe what I'll do is I'll pull some cards for the collective. And what that means is for anyone that joins us live right now, and I can see one person has joined us live so far. So I would love, oh my gosh, look at this. I just looked at the bottom of the deck.
Oh. And here she is.
Can't make it.
Oh.
But I was going to say, for anyone that joins us live, I would love to know who you are. If you want to comment down below so that we can send you some love, or anyone on the replay. So when I say I'm going to pull cards for the collective, it means that if you're coming across this video right now, this is for you. Even if you're coming on when it doesn't happen to be Friday, February 5th, 2022, aka an 8 of Spades energy day, right? So in the description of this live, I said, today is I called it EFFFFF Friday. And the F word to me, and I'm literally talking about F-U-C-K. I don't know if Facebook will like ban me if I say it anymore. I get notices from Instagram all the time. Really it's a great verb, right? It's a great descriptor. And it's not, if you look at the roots of a lot of words, F-U-C-K, F-U-C-K, maybe I can just say it, has an incredible intention behind it. It's a beautiful word. What a great descriptor, an amazing verb. So when I say that EFFFFF Friday, what I mean is the 8 of Spades is really asking you to find your power, to harness your power, to come back home to yourself and to amplify that, amplify the F out of that. So I think that so many of us, we get, and myself included, I can find myself in the to-dos of the day, right? The gotta get shit done, gotta get all of this like checked off the list and the to-dos. And we can lose ourselves in that process. And then when you combine that with day after day, week after week, kids, career, like everything gets piled on, we can really kind of forget who we are, right? So, if you don't have a meditation practice, or you don't have just a breath work practice or a movement physically kind of practice, I know, Christine, you're a runner, right? So that's where you get a lot of your downloads. But we're really meant to harness our own personal power. We're literally energetic beings zipping along the planet, right? Collaborating and connecting with others. And so, studying advanced quantum numerology for me has really helped me to bring me back into my own personal power. And then when we do readings for our clients, it really helps them to have this map work for themselves, right? I love defining it or describing it as we all have this physical DNA, right? It means that's the reason why my skin's the color it is, my eyes are the colors that they are, because those genomes, or those the parts of my DNA that are activated are expressing in order for us to see this physical DNA. But what's really cool is we also have a spiritual DNA. We literally have a code that means us, right? And when you combine those two, you get what you actually see as a physical manifestation of our bodies, right? And so that's the magic also of the playing cards, right? So I'm going to shuffle. And so for anyone that joins us live that would like a card pull or a card reading, just comment in the down below, and I should be able to see it if I'm on StreamYard right now. But I'm going to start with the collective. So for anyone coming across this live right now or in the future, this reading is for you.
Is it it's a 3-day as well, right?
Yeah, on top of the 8, right? So let's talk about creation, amplification, right?
Play,
have fun. Yeah. 2 of my very closest mentors that I work with are both currently in Disneyland. They're tapped into their own energy, right? They understand the energy of the day. Yeah. How cool is that, right? Yeah.
Clowning around.
Clowning around, being a roller coaster, right? Allowing themselves to have the ups and downs.
That's right. That's
okay.
Right.
So I'm going to do a pull for the collective. Here we go. And then I'll do one for you, Christine. And for anyone that might join us live.
Can't wait.
Say that again.
Any Facebook users on there? Just Facebook users?
There's a couple of people, but I don't see any comments just yet. So for anyone joining us that would like a reading, just let me know down below. You can also, ask a particular question if you want to make it a little bit more specific, and I can read a little bit more that way as well for you. Holy shiz, right? The 8 of heart, or the Ace of Hearts. I've got the 8 on the mind. So we're layering this in with knowing that, hey, Jonelle, if you want a card, let me know. The Ace of Hearts, the beginning of self-love. So this really, just think of what I was just saying here with the 8 of Spades energy. That's the universal energy, the contract energy of the day. And for the collective, the Ace of Hearts. How can you love yourself so much more, right? What can you do for yourself that's not loving in the way that is part of who you are as a mom or a partner or, a daughter or a business person or whatever, but just you, who you be, your essence of you.
Yeah. You first, right?
You first, absolutely.
Love you first. I got this in my environment card today in my pull.
Of course you did. Yeah, I love this for everyone. So knowing that this is for the collective, knowing that this is an 8 of Spades day, what can you do for yourself? What can you just love about yourself a little bit more? Not something that you do, not something that you have, not something that you desire, but just who you be, your essence of you. I love it. All right. Oh my gosh. Of course, we got the King of Hearts for the Pluto. Oh my goodness. So I think of the King as the all-encompassing, right? The King of Hearts. It doesn't get any better than that. The King, and this isn't a person. This is an energy. We all have the King of Hearts energy within us. So the King sits on top of his throne or her throne and embodies this very masculine and also this very feminine energy. It's the yin and the yang. It's the ebb and the flow. It's the everything, right? The universal law of polarity. It includes everything. And the hearts literally mean what you might think it does, love, right? So
it's a 4 as well, right? The foundation. Yes. It's the full embodiment of love.
Yeah. I think of the 4 pillars of the King sitting on its throne, right? And reigning in love. That's like the royalty code that I have. True royalty reigns in love, right? Not in fear, not in possession. So this is everyone's Pluto card. So this is your action card. How can you love yourself and love others? How can you embody all of the energies here and now? I'll share a quick story. I started the Rise Tribe. That's my hashtag down here. I started the Rise Tribe a little over a year ago. And when I started it, this was a year ago, and it was all about this feminine rising, right? This feminine energy rising. And we know that we're done with the old archaic power structures that be. And so I thought I want to create this group for more feminine energy to come in. And so Christine, go ahead and sit down if you want to, if you're standing there. Get comfortable. I know your own background. But I just this year, long story to this, but I welcomed men into the Rise Tribe. because we really are looking, we're seeking to harmonize the masculine and the feminine energies. And that's really what the King of Heart is. So I just think it doesn't get any better than that when we're talking about love and self-love. And then, like you said, it's the foundation, what feels foundational to you. Right? So allowing yourself, that's the master, right? The king is the master. I've got it. I've got the love for me and I've got the love for others. And now I get to, this is the result card.
Another 4. More foundation.
I'm so excited. I was pulling cards in one of my, actually it was in the Rise Tribe yesterday. Okay, so we've got now 3 royalty cards all in a row, right? So the King of Spades, again, the master, and the spades is really asking you to embody the spiritual part of you, right? I think of the spade as like the digger. Let's go deeper. Sure, we've got the physical, we've got the money, we've got, even the love, that everything on the outside that we can measure. We can measure love as a frequency. But the King of Spades is really this is actually my purpose card. This is actually, I'm the 2 of clubs. And so the King of Spades is, as I live as myself, this is who I get to embody, the King of Spades. I get to be absolutely I want to be, free of any filters. So this is what you get, everyone. This is your results card when you get to live as the king. You get to have it all. You get to possess everything that you desire that's for you and for the collective, career, relationships, body, finances, emotions. You get to be seen as the old wise one. I think of the King of Spades as like Yoda, right? Yoda just knows. Yoda just he says wise stuff, and people flock to him, right? And that energy of him. So your to-do is the King of Hearts, it's to love. Okay. So this is the environment card. This is what's all around. So you're surrounded by everything you could ever imagine that you need in order to build. The 10 of diamonds, physicals, right? This is the physical attributes, the diamonds representing the physical world. The 10 really being the hierarchy. We've already, like the word that's coming to mind, we've already survived and we've released that 9 energy. We've now stepped into something higher. We're now experiencing, the 10 of diamonds is really being able to experience it. So this is the environment or the blessings card that says that you're surrounded by everything you could ever need in order to build, right? And I'm going to use that word very particularly. Everything you could ever need in order to build what you desire is already here. You already have it. How cool is that, right? So for the collective, the King of Hearts, love, 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 love. Okay. Are you ready, Christine?
I'm ready. Hit me.
I always feel like, and then Jonelle, I love that. I'll definitely do a pull for you right after Jonelle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 2-card pull now. So I'm going to do your action, your Pluto card, and then your results card. Okay. So 2 for you, Jonelle. And Jonelle, if you have any particular questions, go ahead and put it in the comment box. And then Miss Queen Christine, do you have any particular questions also? Anything you want to focus on?
Yeah, just give me some direction or insights around if I should sign up for this course I'm thinking about taking. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. See what I'm thinking, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Feeling into you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. One more shuffle. All right, Miss Christine, you got the King of Diamonds.
King of Diamonds.
Yeah, so many royalty cards coming up. So is the Queen of Hearts, right? The nurturer, the lover that you are, that you possess the female energy, the feminine energy of love, of adoration, of being the dreamer. And so then the King of Diamonds comes in as the stabilizer and says, let me help you. Let me help you move that love out into the world. And so if I were to answer your question very directionally, the answer would be
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it. Like, that's awesome, actually.
I mean, it doesn't get any better. Like, it doesn't get any better when you talk about this is the financial success, this is the business acumen, right? This is, I've already, it's out there. So there's your to-do. I think you sign up by today.
I have to anyway, so yes.
Anyway, you'll have to tell me what that what program you're going to sign up for, what course you're going to sign up for. So here's your results. And no wonder that you said the 4 so much, right? And all of these king's energies. So look at the way that the hearts are placed on the card also, right? These are the 4 legs to the table. This is the stability. This is the foundation. This is how you create love, the way that you want to create it. So this is your result from signing up for the program, from having everything around you that you could ever actually completely dream of, right? So you get to the table. Yeah, absolutely. So like this happiness direction. And, you know, I love reminding myself too, whenever I pull cards for myself or I pull cards for someone else, I almost said fart, but pull cards. So I was like, this is already in your energy, right? So the cards never tell us what to do. They never overpower us. This is already in your energy. It's your higher self coming through. So we get to strip down the ego. So that feels really good, Kristen.
That feels really good. Thank you.
You're so welcome. I want to know like what that program is also.
Oh.
Signing up for. You can tell me privately. You have to say it in a Facebook Live. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Christine. I literally, I'm so excited right now. I get so excited. I literally, as I was waiting for you to hop on this live, I just got a message from Jackie McDonald in my inbox. I kid you not. Maybe I'll play it. Like I didn't get permission from her, but she said, hey, you know, because I'm an affiliate for her, right? I'm an advanced EFT practitioner. And she said, hey, it's our last day. We close at midnight. If you have been thinking of anyone else that you think might be interested, please send them my way. Literally, as like I was waiting for you to come live.
Can't make it up.
Cannot make this shit up.
Exactly.
I just split the cards. I just want to show you this. I just split the cards and these are the 2 that came up.
Oh my God.
All this royalty around
so
us.
Much foundation. Wow.
And live in your power, right? The royalty, like by the time we hit that king energy, for especially those of us that possess a really high feminine energy, which you do, you're the queen of heart embodiment. So when you possess that much feminine energy and we get all this, like the mastery of that, right? That really says stepping into your power. So, all right, you stay on the live when we're done, Christina. I'm gonna send you some more info. It's really exciting. Congratulations.
I've been talking to Amanda about it actually.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda's incredible too.
I think it would layer in good with Brain Game.
It all like layers in and on and on and on, right? Okay, so Jonelle said direction on a love relationship and also a course keep sending before you're ready. A course that you're interested in, a class that you're interested in. Okay. So I could do it one of 2 ways. I could either do love and then the course, or I could put them together. What do you think, Christine? I'm kind of thinking let's layer them in.
Yeah, I think so.
They all work together anyways, right? Okay. All right, so your Pluto and your results. So love and a class that you're thinking about joining. Ooh, okay. So the 7 of clubs. I feel like I don't know how to hold this right. Let's hold it right.
Good. Right there.
So the clubs is the mental energy. And I didn't mean to like do it like that, right? So being in your head about something. The 7 is asking you to call yourself higher, to be accountable, to wanting to step more into your spiritual side. So can you see where this would layer in, whether you're talking about your love relationship or in this course that you're considering joining, right? So the 7 of club, when you're speaking of your love relationship, does this feel like you're mentally stimulated? Right? If not, like run, get the fuck out. Does it feel like this relationship is calling me higher and I'm really like mind fucked? I'm really stimulated. I've taken all my filters off. I'm really, really stimulated in this relationship, and this is calling me higher, and this does feel like my future, right? Not something that I'm hoping, wishing, and praying for it to be, but it does feel really good. And you know the answer to this already, right? So like what I was saying in the very beginning of this, taking a breath, doing some breath work. I know, Janella, you've been in Sedona and you've been really taking some time for just yourself. So leaning into that, the 7 really calling you higher, what feels like more of the spiritual side that you want to lean into, right? The club's energy, the mental aspect of that. So you can see where like, if you find yourself spinning, thinking about the relationship, thinking about, should I join the class? It can feel very much like this, like a head spinning, right? Going around and around and around. And it can cause for like some mental depression. It can cause the overwhelm to come in and feel kind of like I'm spinning my wheels and I don't know what to do, right? I mean, I can even feel it in my throat right now for you, like this overwhelming of needing to say this out loud, right? Like it's in my gut to my throat for you. So take a deep breath. You already know the answer. The direction for the love, does it feel like it's called, like this is, I'm being stimulated mentally in this relationship? And if so, the answer would be yes, go that direction. And if not, it's okay, right? It's okay to move on. It's okay to call yourself higher. Yeah, so true, right? And then for the class also, the class that you're thinking about, does this class, when you think about it, do you feel like it's going to stimulate you mentally, right? So you're at the cusp of, you've come so far to your awakening, and it's time for more. It's time for you to step even more into your spiritual self, your higher self, so that you can release the depressing thoughts that can come in. If anyone that's human is, this is part of like having that biology, right? And then when we know that, we know what to do moving forward. We know how to call ourselves higher. So that's your answer. That's your Pluto card. Here's your result card. Oh my gosh, the 7 of diamonds. Oh, I love that I took oh, I'm getting really hot. Let me turn off my heater down here. Whew. This is so fun. So, Jonelle, I'm going to show you these cards together. 2 7s, right? Like hitting the jackpot. The 2 7s come together and they equal a 5, right? Because you've got 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. And the 5 is all about change. So I just feel like that's really a message for you. You're looking to change upwards. The 7 of diamond, gulp. How do I explain the 7 of diamond card, Christine? This is really asking you to release your attachment to the physical world. So it's known as, quote unquote, the millionaire's card, the 7 of diamonds. And the millionaire's card comes in and it comes to play and it comes to fruition when you release the attachment to wanting to have all of those things. Now, because this is your result card, Jonelle, it feels like you're there. You understand that you're not doing these things for the money, for the physical accolades, for the recognition. You're doing this stuff like you're wanting direction on the love relationship. You're curious about the class that you're interested in for your higher self, because you understand that your result is stepping literally into the millionaire you, is stepping into just having, money is always the byproduct of living your purpose, of living your impact. So really great questions to ponder, right? Does it feel like it's stimulating me mentally? And if so, yes to the relationship, yes to the class. Just when I think about it, when I feel about it. And what you get is you get to clear out old money stories, your result. You get to clear out all of the old ideas that money has to come in any certain way. Actually, money gets to come in all sorts of different ways. Diamond rings get to come in all sorts of different ways, right? Ooh, let's talk about that. So interesting. Diamond rings and your relationship, your result card. Wow. So, the current relationship that you're curious about, what you get in the end of that, right, is stepping into, the diamond ring that you're really, really desiring, though, right? That calls you higher, that feels like this is part of my future. Yeah.
Step into your own bling.
Step into your own bling. Buy your own effing ring. Can you show Jonelle and everyone else? Can you show the background off to the left just a little bit behind you, Christine? Other left.
Left, left.
Other left. I want to see that picture on the wall. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. Never apologize for being a powerful fucking woman. Buy your own bling.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's a pretty powerful and pretty direct message, Jonelle. So how these cards work, right, is you've got the 7 of clubs saying, when I think about the relationship, do I feel depressed? When I think about the class, do I feel depressed, like it's something I should do? Or is it really stimulating? Does it feel like, yeah, that's the direction? And then when you get on the end of that is either a diamond ring from the relationship or a diamond ring from yourself. And it really feels like that's more of the answer. Yeah, you know, and then what you really, really desire comes in.
She's still with us?
She is. She said, on it.
Awesome.
She said, yes, that's so true. Wowza, love it.
Any other players?
That's really fun. I see one more person on here live right now, but I don't got any comments, so.
Maybe it's Joy.
At Disneyland, right? Like, hey, I'll have them pull a card for me.
On the roller coaster.
Okay, so whomever else might be here, if you would like a card, I'd love to pull it. Jonelle, thanks for playing. That was really fun. Let us know. Let us know what happens. Did you sign up for the class? Did you sign up for the relationship? Feels like it's a yes to one and a no to the other, just as I tap into your energy right now. Let's see. Jonelle said, if you want to do a card for my friend, Laurie K, she'd love it. Sure, I'd love to do that. I've actually been talking to Laurie K. FYI, every time I split the cards and I glance down, it's the King of Spades. Is it a yes to class and no to relationship? You know the answer to that. Oh, she's listening with you? Hey, Larry. Yeah, you know the answer already, Jonelle. All right, does Miss Laurie have a specific question she'd like to ask? Yeah, get comfy, Christine. Ooh, what was that one?
They're my cowboy cards.
Ooh. I like it. She does not have a specific question. Okay, I'll do a general pull for her. I don't know if you can hear this. I have a little binaural beat going on in the background, and well, I'll show you. It might come across. It's oh, I tapped on it. It's a mermaid. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Isn't that cool? So
it's 1444 here.
Oh, those twos. I don't know if you saw my mermaid post. It's been a while. I did it when I was in Costa Rica last October. All right, Larry, we're almost ready. Got one more shuffle for you. All right, so Larry's Pluto is Queen of Hearts. You cannot make this shit up. So feminine energy. This feels like a very, and I'm going to say the SE-actual energy coming through for you, Laurie. Yeah, how can you embody? It feels like you already do so much, but how can you embody even more of that feminine energy? Right. So you're literally the embodiment of Queen Christine, the Queen of Hearts. I think actually, Laurie, now that I think about it, because you filled out my application and I looked up your birth chart, I know you weren't the Queen of Hearts, but I'm remembering there was some female empowerment kind of energies coming through. So like, no wonder the card that I pulled for you was the Queen of Hearts. So what can you do? This is your Pluto, meaning this is your action card. This is your to-do, right? And it's not the to-do in the sense of like, we know what the to-do lists are to do, but what can you do for yourself to call in more of that female empowerment energy for you? Right. So it might be like something off the top of our minds whenever we talk about like self-care. It could be like getting your nails done, going to the spa, running a bubble bath. But like something like even deeper than that, something that's even more of this not explosive energy, you know, that could be like a one and done kind of thing, but like a slow simmer to keep you like turned on to yourself all the time. Right. So there's your Pluto. There's your action to do card. And then when you do that, what you get, oh my gosh, is the Four of Hearts. I literally just pulled that card for Christine. So maybe you and Christine need to have a conversation. Christine being the Queen of Hearts, and then you both getting the Four of Hearts as your results card, right? Like when you think about the mathematics, right? We've got 52 cards in the deck. I pulled literally 2 cards. And then when you think of the probability of you both getting the same result card, like it just doesn't add up, like the mathematics of it. So sometimes like this is why I get so giddy about it, because these are very, very, very specific and very, very action oriented cards. These are telling you literally what you get is the stabilization of what you believe is love. And again, it's something that feels very contractual between you, Laurie K, and your highest self, quite possibly something that you've never said out loud before, not to your most intimate partners, but like just between you and your higher self, like stuff that you really desire that like, that would be really cool, but I don't know, right? That kind of thing. So again, I love the placement of the, like I always look at the cards, the placement of the hearts. So having this really great, safe, stable foundation of what you believe love can be embodied, and giving it to yourself first also. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful cards for you, Laurie K. You can let us know how that resonates for you also.
Miss Chantal, I pulled a couple of cards for you.
Thank you.
Just now.
Okay.
Pluto, 6 of Diamonds.
Can I show you? Let me just show you something really quick. Hey, Tara, let us know if you want a card. Okay, hold on. I'm going to literally pick up my book. This is my pull from today. I don't know if you saw my comment here.
I did, yeah.
Jonelle said that Laurie K said, it's really good. It's right on. You
Awesome.
want to share? Okay. I'm going to try not to like share my whole history with my world, but I'm going to like, look at that. This was my first card that I pulled today. 6 of Diamonds. Okay, so I get so excited about this. Let me show you yesterday. And I promise I want the reading, but I just get so excited. Okay, I just flipped the page yesterday. 6 of Diamonds.
Oh my God. Well, this is telling you to keep doing what you're doing.
4 times this week I pulled the
4
6
times. And I pulled it. Big message for you, girl.
This is where I roll my eyes at the universe and I'm like, I know.
And guess what's your result?
Hey, wait. Oh.
Winning.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's so good, right?
I want to laugh today. I love it. Tell me your interpretation for the 6 of Diamonds for me.
Keep doing it. Keep going. Keep doing these lives. Keep being you.
Okay.
You're the diamond. That's what I think. And
yeah.
This guy here is just confirming it.
Yeah.
He's solid. How's it feel, right?
Yeah, I'm getting metaphorically socked to the gut right now.
Tap on that shit.
You know, like the 6 of Diamonds, I literally pulled it 4 times this week, and I don't know if I did it in our thread I
saw it. Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
universe, I know.
Awesome.
The six to me is really about karma, right? And
Yes.
I know I'm harmonizing some heavy karma. So I will keep doing me. I will keep doing it exactly like we were saying. Yeah.
It's definitely karma. It's right. You're right on the right path.
Thank you. Let's see. Tara said she wants a card and
Mm.
she's at school pickup. So it got to fly on 3 minutes. So if you want it, do you want to pull for Tara?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. I can try. What's her question? Does
She
she
didn't
have
ask.
one? Okay.
Isn't that powerful? Jonelle said really powerful. Yeah. I track everything in the journal. Oh, she is here. Tara, do you have a specific question?
Maybe you can help me with the. Oh, whatever.
I see a couple more people also joined us. So if you're just joining and you'd like a card, you have any specific questions, let us know. Queen Christine and I are tag teaming.
All right. This is for Tara, right?
Yep.
Okay. Tara gets a King of Clubs.
Oh, that's fucking royalty, Christine. Holy shit.
I know. I'm just calling it in. The King of Clubs.
Tara did
Four.
say she wants to know what she should be focused on. So
Mm. Mm. Feeling secure in something in her. Thinking about security, feeling secure in something. I don't know. What do you got, Chantal?
yeah, Tara just said her own card is the Ace of Clubs. So I think of, you've got the King of Clubs, which is I began this Ace of Clubs journey, right? That's Tara's birth card. She is the Ace of Clubs. That's the embodiment.
Okay.
So for you to pull that Pluto card for her, she's come full cycle in this journey so far. So
Okay.
now she's meant to wrap up. And the King of Clubs, again, is that mental energy. So the King, again, the master of the mental energy, right? So
Right.
I just picture the king and the queen sitting up on their royal throne, reigning in love and reigning in the connection, right? The universal law of one, that we're all interconnected and that we're all in this together. And that when she really steps into her leadership, right, that's really the king's role, is to master the leadership for all and to recognize that absolutely every single human is a master as well. And they all have their own divine blueprint and their purpose. And so Tara really stepping into your leadership role as the king. And she's doing that. We know that, she shared her story so beautifully that she is now the mom and the dad, and she's raising her kids right as a single mom. And so embodying that energy. And so you can see, like, we could talk about on the low side of that king of clubs that can come in and feel like, oh my gosh, the weight of the world is just on top of me. The mental energy of the overwhelm and the I'm just never going to get this all together. But I know Tara's vibration is very high. And so when you think of that on the other side, she's come full circle. She's completed her journey up until this point. And then the veil between the King of Clubs and the Ace of Clubs, that's who she be. She gets to enter into this next evolution of herself. So
Awesome.
for Pluto, it feels like even more leadership, right? Leadership, be seen, be heard, go out there, do these Facebook lives, maybe do a TED talk. I don't know, wherever you feel like you're going to be able to lead even more, Tara. She said truth.
Perfect. And her result is 9 of spades.
Wrap that shit up.
So something's ending. Yeah.
It'll be ending for her.
You know her, so clearing out something's ending.
Yeah.
Maybe it's switching up something.
The 9 to me is just like that effing 60 diamonds. It's like the whoosh, right? I'm always like, oh my God, okay, I'll do it, I'll do it. So the 9 is always like, just, you gotta let it go, right? And so the 9 to me is always like this abrupt ending. And so I love talking about with that king of club energy, there's this line where she steps into her, that's her to do. She steps into her leadership, into who she was born to be. And she gets to be even more of herself, that Asa club. So there's that fine line, and that 9 of spades is the line, right? Is her ending this old version of her, this old version of who she was in her relationship. And now she gets to call herself higher again, that spade being the spiritual evolution.
Oh, that's awesome.
So she gets to end that. Yeah. And she just said tons of clearing here. Thank you both. Yeah. The clearing, right? The 9 is all about like wiping out. Yesterday was the 9 of spades energy. So it was all about the wiping what we feel like. To me, it feels like muck, right? Like this heaviness, this muck. And sometimes it can feel like it literally in our bodies. Oh, she's packing up her house also. Oh my gosh, Tara, amazing. Clear that shit out. Yeah, clear it out. Right. So it's the spade encompasses all. So like she said, clearing here, she's clearing her aura, she's clearing her vibration, she's clearing literally out of her house. Again, you can't make this shit up. But then also in your body here as well, like let the weight of the stuff as you're packing up what you really want to bring with you into that next evolution of you, and then leaving the rest, right? You donate it or you give it away, like whatever it might be. I love that. Thanks for sharing, Tara.
Oh, that's good.
That's incredible. Mm-hmm. It's so goody. There's still a few people live with us, and I don't know if it's everyone who's already had a card or would like a different card. Sarah said, also clearing myself emotionally through psychic EFT. Absolutely. Yeah. All of those levels, right? Yeah. I'm thinking of, Tara, I know you've done a little bit of, not a little bit, like you've done a whole lot of, what is it? The Kundalini energy, right? So I was thinking when you said that emotionally through the psychic EFT, I was thinking of the yogis. Had you, Tara, maybe you could tell us, love you, Tara. There's so many bodies that we have, right, in our auric fields that the yogis believe. And so I was thinking about that, like it's just all this clearing of the space, right? And of course, with what we teach, Christine, when we raise our own vibration, our own frequency, we clear that from the inside out also, right? So it all is placed together. Yeah. Okay. Someone here named Ashley. Oh, 10 bodies, Tara said. Well, that makes sense. 10 bodies is a total revelation. Southall would like a card. Do you want to tag team Ashley as well, Christine?
You want me to pull the cards?
Yeah. How about you pull it? You pull a Pluto, and I'll pull a result for her.
Pull a Pluto. Okay.
Ashley, do you have a specific question? It's really loud when I shuffle my cards because I'm on a.
You know this person, Ashley?
I don't. Her name looks really familiar. She's got a really cute profile picture, but I don't know that we've ever actually met. So her question is around her health.
Oh, okay.
Please don't pull a 6 of diamond card for her. Just kidding. Getting really hot. Yeah.
Hey, Ashley.
What do you got, friend?
3 of clubs is your Pluto.
Yeah. So health, and when you're asking about health, and we've got the clubs again, so that's the mental energy. So I work with a lot of 3s. I have a lot of 3 clients. I actually attract a lot of 3s in my life. And the 3s are, one, they're the universal law of love. That's what I always think about, right? The love has a very specific frequency to it, and the amplification of. So the 3 is really asking, and in particular when we come in together with the clubs and when we're talking about the health, can you let creative energy move through you? Can you let some stuff just be? Can you create just for the sake of creating? And when I say create, I mean like literal art stuff, but also like when you're writing in your journal or when you're speaking, right? Everything is art and it's creation, but it's the written word, it's the spoken word. And so the lower end of the three of clubs, this is for my interpretation for Ashley, especially when we're talking about health, can be that the spinning again mental kind of feeling of the overwhelm, because the three, I think of a triangle, and one point, right, is always pointing upwards. And so it can feel like I've got so much ideas, I've got so many ideas flowing through me. I want to create so much. And it can get literally stuck in the body. And when it gets stuck in the body, you can actually have things manifest physically, right? And so just think of like maybe where these health, like your questions around your health, where it feels like it's stuck in your body. And then as you just feel into that and you tap into that, where does it feel like maybe I'm allowing something to get stuck? Yeah. So she just said, definitely overwhelmed trying to navigate my health and figure out what is wrong with me, right? So Ashley, I invite you to where you're feeling like the center when you think about your health, and you think about like where is the like the catalyst, so to speak, of like where this is sitting in your body. And this might be something you've never even really considered, but like when you think about when you're trying to figure out what is wrong with me, right? When you're asking yourself this, where do you feel that in your body? And then when you tap into that part of your body, then ask like, what can I give you? How can I love you even more? So it's really, I work with a lot of artists, and they can get these health challenges because they feel like you're getting so many downloads, creation, and you're meant to create, and yet it gets stuck somewhere inside the body. And then we can have that feeling of, what is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. Absolutely, right? You are absolutely whole and healed already, right?
Could also mean having a conversation about it too with somebody.
Yeah, talking about it.
I think it's like you know that there's some issue, and then actually, thinking about it, but talk to somebody about it.
Yeah, letting it out and speaking about it, right?
Yeah.
So she said so many physical symptoms, but there's just the pain in the back of my head that never goes away. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if you followed me for very long. I lived with chronic migraines for a little over 20 years. And I literally lived on ibuprofen and Tylenol. I mean, I can tell you I took 2,400 milligrams of ibuprofen every single day and 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol every 4 to 6 hours every single day. I went on and off narcotic painkillers, the kind that would make my fingers go numb because I couldn't feel it, like, so many different things, because stuff got stuck in my body, right? So I do connective tissue therapy also. And what I discovered was it was right in my right bicep. Now, there's an emotional component to that, and the reason why I was holding it in my right bicep. And I did all sorts of things. Like you name it, I did it. We dug around my head and my neck and my shoulders and, craniosacral. You name the type of therapy, I tried it. And this was all before I really understood the emotional component to it, right? The feelings of having a thought process and having the mind come into the emotions, and then have the body then blood hormones biologically that then perpetuated the symptoms over and over and over again. So, and I say that because I remember that the pain, mine was always either behind my right eye or right on the left side behind my ear, and it felt like being pinged all the time.
Ouch.
What I know now, like in hindsight, was that I really desired to build a business where I could be exactly who I am. I could say all of the, like, what was considered woo at the time, right? And I have a brick and mortar also. I could be open at all the times that I wanted to be. And up until that point, I hadn't even said this stuff out loud. I was holding it inside my body. I felt like, well, who am I to do something like that, right? Who am I to be able to create a really successful business? And I was feeling like everyone else can do it around me. So actually, I just invite you to go within and see if you could just like breathe through it and ask the pain. Quite often we want to put band-aids on the pain, right? And I'm not saying that that's bad or wrong, and it like yes, but breathe into the pain and ask it what it's asking for from you also, right? She said, I've tried so many therapies and modalities. Absolutely, right? Waiting to see a specialist. Before I even read the rest of your statement here, Ashley, may I suggest that you are the specialist? It takes forever to get in, and I feel like I'm barely making it through my days. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. You are the specialist to your life, right? And what if the universe is working this out where you can barely it takes forever to get in with anyone because you are meant to be the specialist of your life. You're meant to breathe into that pain that you're feeling in the back of your head and asking it, what does it want? What does it want to be
What's
heard?
it telling you?
Yeah. Right. And so like I legally have to say, like, of course, follow your doctor's orders and do everything that you believe is right. But hello.
Sorry.
You're okay. But may I just suggest, Christine, that you are the specialist and that seeking someone else on the outside of you to tell you what's wrong with you, like, just how does that feel when we say that, right? So you're the specialist for you. What's best for me is to go ahead and find someone to help me be diagnosed, and absolutely do that. But maybe if you just, again, be the specialist for your own body, right? I try asking, but feel like I'm getting no answers. I hear you. Breathe through it. Take deep breaths. Lie. We've talked a lot about the number 3 with you in particular, and that's the universal law of love, and the frequency to love. And one blade of grass actually resonates. We can measure this with scientific tools at the same frequency as love. So when we feel love for someone, something, it's a frequency that we can measure just outside of the heart. So, maybe actually doing some movement with it. Like I'm just envisioning you walking barefoot in grass. So you're surrounded by all that love, and then breathing into it and asking it, like as you're doing some movement, as you're walking and you're soaking up the earth's energy, right? I'm Polynesian, so my girls dance Polynesian also. They dance different Tahitian, Tongan, Samoan, but we teach the girls to ground themselves, to stand hips width apart, to spread their toes out, to feel the energy of the earth. We're always barefoot because even before we knew this scientifically, there's an energy from the earth that we get to absorb that energy up through the bottoms of our feet. So I hear you. I hear that you try asking but getting no answers. So I'm just suggesting maybe if you do some like the breath work with some movement, right? I'm in Utah, and I just looked out my window and we've got snow on the ground and it's freezing cold. So it's been about, I think it was last Friday. I was feeling like I'm kind of floating out there. And so I need to really ground myself. So I took off my shoes and my socks and I ran outside and I just walked in the snow for just a few breaths. Yeah. And then I came back in and that felt very grounding. So, Ashley, I'm going to read your results card here for you. Here, oh my God. The King of Hearts. Yeah, can't make this shit up, right? So this is what you get, Ashley. You get all the love. You get to sit on your throne. Yeah, like you just, let's just absorb that for a moment, right? When you, the 3 of clubs, you allow yourself to let ideas flow through you. Not everything is meant to be born. All the ideas, all the projects, everything that you start, it's not actually meant to be born, and you can throw in the towel on some of that stuff and it's okay. Sometimes some things happen only up to a point in order to create something brand new from it, right? So your result card being in the King of Hearts, how beautiful is that, right? That's the mastery of love. You get to love yourself. You get to love others the way that you really want to be adorned. The King of Heart also really embodying, again, we've talked a lot about that feminine and masculine energy. So, thinking about the beautiful way that they come together, I'm thinking of like an infinity symbol, and maybe just envisioning the infinity swirling in the back of your head as you breathe and you walk barefoot in the grass, right? Whatever that might look like for you if it's freezing snow. Thank you for asking, Ashley. And I really feel this for you. And I feel like, meant to ask this kind of thing because I've been there, done that, and I totally hear you and feel you, and just knowing that everything that does manifest physically in the body resonates somewhere. It begins with a thought and emotion, right? And this is something that, I also teach in a lot of my different teachings as well. So actually, if you want to have a conversation, I'd invite you to go ahead and you can send me a private message and we can talk. If that's something you're interested in also, it feels right to offer that to you. But yeah, that 3 of clubs, it can feel like, I actually had someone yesterday tell me she was trying to run quantum expansion energy. And so she was talking about how it was feeling stuck in her head and it wouldn't go anywhere else. And, no wonder because of where she was when she was attempting to run the energy, the quantum expansion energy. So, this is, there's science to this. Everything is energy. And so when we can tap into this and we can really ask physical pain that's manifesting, what it means for me is that I really am now awakened to getting what I desire, right? Oh, that's sitting in my right knee right now. I understand what that means. Let me clear that out. So yeah, beautiful, Ashley. Thanks for asking. It feels really good. This was really fun, Miss Queen Christine.
Yeah, this was fun. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to go a whole hour, but
I was holding the space. I know I didn't say a lot, but I was holding the space for you.
You said a lot. Yeah, I love you holding space for me.
I'm coming back.
You're coming back?
We're doing this again.
Oh yeah. I like how you're like, I'm coming back. Let's do it. Let's do it again next Friday. What do you think?
Sounds good. I'm in.
Next Friday. Feels like I big next Friday, but I don't know. Maybe it's something I don't know about consciously yet.
6 of diamonds. Something happening.
I'm gonna go clear out that mother effing 6 of diamonds. That's for sure. Alrighty.
Thank you.
See you right there, Christine. If you'd like, while I end the broadcast, because I'm going to talk to you on the back side, on the flip side. All right. For everyone else, thank you for being here. And yeah, Christine and I will see you next Friday. Effing Friday.
Bye.
Bye.